Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you're watching us from. I welcome you to the studios of Radio TopAfric. Radio TopAfric is in Hamburg, Vansberger Chaussee 15C. And today we have a special program dubbed the MEDICARE. The MEDICARE TopAfric is a non-profitable organization here in Hamburg, and we are for bildungs and integration for those of us living in Germany as a whole. But equally, we believe that health is wealth. Without health, there won't be anything. So, on the MEDICARE today, I have in the studios beautiful ladies and gentlemen, and particularly, I have a doctor in the house. Also, he serves as a role model to a lot of us. A lot of people have the perception that black excellence is on the low in Germany. So, Dr. Yeboah, who is a medical practitioner here in Hamburg, I'll give the microphone to him in a minute so he introduces himself and then we kickstart the program. Welcome, Doctor, and everybody.
Thank you, Eunice. And then I also welcome everybody on this platform. My name is Dr. Yeboah in Hamburg here. I'm also part of the DMCC in Hamburg here. What we normally do is we go outside, we go to the African community, then we screen them, we scan them, free consultation. And we have been doing that from last year. And then this year too, we are doing it again, coming May and then July. Yeah, so we would like to welcome everybody here and thank you for joining us. And today is going to be an amazing time with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Yeboah. Okay, so a quick introduction of those of us, of the guests in the studios. I'll start with you. Please, you mention your name and then you say one or two things about yourself and then we continue.
Okay, my name is Yvonne. I'm part of the executive ladies group. Yeah, and I think that's it.
Welcome, Yvonne.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, my name is Patricia. I'm in the executive group too.
Okay.
Yeah, I stay in Hamburg.
All right. Thank you so much, Patricia.
My name is Rose from Hamburg, and I'm executive group.
Okay. Thank you so much, Rose. Welcome.
I'm Doris from Hamburg, part of the executive friends.
Welcome, executive lady.
Thank you.
My name is Beatrice Kwache. I'm a president of Executive Friends.
Thank you. Welcome, Presto.
My name is Rahel Sabon, and I'm part of the DMMC group as Dr. Yeboah. Yes, and I'm from Hamburg too.
Okay, thank you so much.
My name is Opoku Afre, a good friend of Dr. Yeboah, lives in Hamburg.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome all of you, and then welcome the guests also. Those of us watching from home, please subscribe, share the page, and invite your friends. Today we are going to talk about, we are focusing on femininity, feminine health and hygiene. This is not only a woman's talk because it's about women, but also we need the men to also understand and sometimes help us. There are certain things at home we can't do it alone. So you understanding what your wife, your girlfriend, your baby mama is going through will also give you an edge, an upper hand over those. So, Doctor, you have the floor now, and then.
Thank you, and welcome once again to the top show that is TopAfric. Thank you very much. I think if you just join us, please share to other friends, invite others to come, and then let's learn together. Today, what we're going to discuss is menopause. Me just say menopause de wati bebrebe pa. Baby bia will be a wati menopause bebrebe wati. And a man also so de andropause. But and then we are focusing on the women. That is menopause, not for the men. I think next time you will get time and discuss about the men. That is the andropause. But today, let's talk about the menopause, and then you be sure be bebrebe a free mu a kwanya faso eba causes are edeba the symptoms at saying the treatment is saying aduane be necessary with you. Then we also talk about some of the supplements that you have to take before and after. So it's going to be a good thing for our ladies on the platform, and also as Eunice said, oh yeah, Bema will fear some symptoms be it show up from a wife, you know, say you are getting closer to your menopausal age, then we have to do something about it. So, for me to start, ye can't menopause na nkasa no a eye oba hu dwumadie na ye ba beka. Na said the onyankopon no ebo ne nipadua no. E wo se oba bia no udru mfie ebiso a e wo se wo hya ase se obetu kosua. Na kosua no enhia eye bema no ehu ensu a what happened is a turn is blood. So every month you have to go through this cycle system, menstrual cycle system, so that you get to know say also so yeah productive habit me I will eba said the jumadi no esi etiem. Now ye come menopause na nkasa na nature say periods na say menses no astop across say embebiem. There's no blood coming. So at the end of the month you are good to go. No blood coming. Towards you free range more. Then everything that you go to do, you can do it. But we have to know when it is starting. We have the environmental factors, we have the genetic factors that goes on between human beings. But when you talk about the real human beings, and as obia enka enye se enka or how be ya rebi atono na this menopause ya brain with ya enka oba de bo ade no hwehwemu amayate asese from 45 to 54 years. Nanka menopause no astop kra enya de se eba biemu enti enya de se eba enti menses no beto aso saa na eto aso ebu ho no so ane de ba ntem ebu ho no so de nso ane de nso so late pa ansana saa menopause nso so atumi ade be aba enti you go through some biological and physical changes of the human beings I beto aso na ye kase menopause na eye wo ovaries na ba bia ye to enkosua no efiri no baby ankusua na nkasa efiri a eba no saa enema no afa no mienu na eyi nkusua no boa ma wotimi bu nsa every month bia no what happens in say o produce aye chemicals bia na so o produce en fan say ensuo bi se be ya obeti ase enti no obamodin say one the kan say obeyi estrogen amount number 2 obeyi progesterones enso so e the amount saa all these things no e na ekabom se be ya nkusua no betimi ato moja no betimi aba every month bia and what happen in your menopause stage and say the estrogen the progesterones no they stop producing and nkusua bi amba biem na we mu nyina agai but nyame ya de de say abra wonyemo no so the placenta wa wode no so no eso e produce da estrogen and then progesterones no oba bia nso so ewo testosterone ewo nimu de wo mememu no testosterone se mayeye mema no ema no susu obi enti obehu oba bia na ne testosterone no wosoro enti obas ewe de oba be ma paa ni bibia we bia dindindindin nko a enti se wahwa analysis bi ho no mkra na ye kwakohwe the number of testosterone that you produce in your system. If you get to know that you are more than oba de se will produce here, they will disqualify you. Say and say will because we bema one way or the other, because it was will produce more estrogens and progesterones. Now etimi amani pebiano etimi atenase epa e. So as we move forward, the ovaries, what happens and say they will produce less. A free some years to come, they start producing less estrogens and progesterones. And my own sassy say will be boom sassa or your bible beam. Na afi ovaries ni dwumadie na sase but this is a biological and physical change. He said the nyame ebo nipa na sa na wo say de be eba so nti sa na ni dwumadie no ebe so what happens in say within the year sase say ba either a year or 6 months menses no mbakra na stop it nti wonhu menses ni biem na ejai kra e wo ho no mo a ebeba ba ku bi na sa ate ako either say beba regular or irregular. Ebu on so emoja na eba kitikiti bi. Obu on so emoja no eba heavy pa once na afetwa. Enya de say ebe biem. So as we proceed on, we have to also consider some of the signs and symptoms of sa menopause eba. Edie be ni dan hu adi woni padua ni mu a obehunu say afei bia medi me 45 to me 54 me 55 DNA kosu nipadua, because there are so many symptoms that they come to the hospital, they complain, they talk about it, they start taking other medication thinking that these are the causes of other diseases, but we neglect the menopause. They play a vital role in some of the symptoms we send to the hospital and what we go through every day and every day. Enti yebehwe enema ba ko mienu bi so a yebetimi aboboso. one first symptom say beka ho asem pa biemu ne say the di kan say ubenya burning sensation. I say hot flashes. It won't say we need biemu start ehyew. Enti say o ho no mo a anopa no nkosi anwumre no e free about 3 seconds to 10 minutes. Ho hyehyew a titru mo sere pa na mutanya sa problem no. Ne ho besa ase ahyehye no so much. Enti de eba ne say enam sa ho hyehye no eba no. The problem eba ne say no akunu doctor no ama no pregabalin to stop no ama aspirin. Say heat na ebe ekoso woni paduam no. Pese ubenya sa heat ni biemo na asase say a free system, but all these things also have negative effect on the system about the kidney, the liver, because and can say oba and our day man mpamcha say sa pepe na dwumadi na ti say I was say you should man know thyself, as the Bible said, know thyself. And so if you begin to experience this thing, you don't need to go to the hospital and be taking painkillers and be taking some aspirin, pregabalins and all these kind of drugs a person is storing sa burning sensation, you know. Not all the time you have to inject medication our your system. So we are learning something here. So when you see all these things, you better kwan ba be faso a you betu ho anamon ama etumi akọ nanim pa ye. What happens in say so your ba so a what you start experiencing from 40s in air chrono ubon say when your vaginal dryness. And unti bema person no hia mu a o feeling much pains pa ewo aye unhia mu die no emu. Not because Bemano is doing very well. You are hurting yourself, and the guy also believe that he is doing well because they was here when him said they would say so near the adeno. Sana Bema be translating to say, "Oh, I'm doing well in bed," but meanwhile you are hurting yourself. And because the vagina is very dry, it doesn't produce anything. You are not wet, and because of that, they happen to say. Now, or no so person will push it harder for you to think, say, oh, the guy is very good. It's not about that. So let's pay much attention to all these things during such an intercourse. No, na ebeboawa ma wati mi adane dane woniema enopa eye. We have other people. Most of the cases, we have other people. They come to the hospital during that age. What they normally do is they come complain about insomnia. I mean, when I talk about insomnia, people that they cannot sleep. Oma omuntiminda. And he say, "Was it? Akokobon kra na niti eno ano no. Obi di pin to na ye deda eno ano no. Obi be ka to say wuntimi na ko dance ase ko hwe obi gina mic no wada. But wo da dem din na wuntimi nya de be. This is one first common. Ba kun so e ha ma no pa free sa age ne ko. So they start taking amitriptyline, they start taking diazepam, seeing to we say obi to me aboana mana e de be ada. But the monopause na there be age no ho dia kososa nti let's begin to learn something. We have other things that the men we have to pay much attention over here. Afi bo say omo mood swings and then the buafu na wo sere wo chena wanyinya nanim so then the womuna wo chena adwesere and let us say wo so ni mu aboi wo anso ni mu susu a e de be boi wo di agro bobo akora ba akwa kunu ofie. So, because we get to know the reason why all these things are happening in the system, because the estrogen and progesterone does a lot of things for the system, and they are no more producing. So if say unproducible beyond there, then we have to go through all these problems. As one person, they come to talk about telling you, doctor, I'm having hot flashes or like burning sensation, have vaginal dryness, I cannot sleep, mood swings. Then you get to know that you are heading closer to that stage. Though we have to start giving you some supplements, and then you begin to reduce the signs and symptoms of it, but you are still going through. Intia kasi etu ase na mmom ye pese so so normal na chese dwumadie no ayede na chese obia no wani age me so mani ayede be age sa na dwumadie no ayede be tie. So after your mood swings na eko eba no ade ba ko esa akoso ebiem no se anajo a wada no mfifiri title pa enti say night when no utumi say emunyedu but still now you are sweating. Summertime or winter time, so I done still now and all sweating. And he obu on man no ignore so me them da name free to me. But we in no fin say normal because I am not for the past 5 years. Now we no problem bia normal. Sini ya sha say ye and nti nan sweat no ye de be saba. One thing we have to also consider is irregular periods. I feel menses in about this month January what you experience again, maybe 3 months time, you still have it. Maybe 6 months time, you still have it. Then it just go on and off. Na ebia obi tifia also you so be draw we ya. Ebe boa opa. Na ye run into a baby draw enum sebe ya ye bit me pese e mensa sele de besipa. Putting pressure on the kidney because the kidney is working a lot to see to we say all the things that are poison to the system or person the barbontin. Now the problem is also the other part of the organs so we need to pay much attention on it. We talk about weight gain. I feel almost you must start you do. Once you say a free belly no free ebahano, you begin to experience more fat over there. Aside, put it in aside, we call something say when somebody eats, the food turn into glucose. When the food turn into glucose, what happens is the body needs to use the glucose for energy. So if the energy are not being converted and being used, then what happens is it then comes as a fat. So when the fat are not being used, come as a fatty acid. The fatty acid or whatever forms it ways that we are looking for free interstitial spaces of the body. Now koba. That's what I say. So now fat and so let's ask ourselves. Say fat in the door, so I have problem paper now. Ubi abit me the Nabina. Osha fat in the door, so problem be pan the beba ni pedu abakono so. Tiredness be dear baby.
Sometimes when you run it, you cannot run fast.
You cannot run fast. Not just why you slow BBM. Dear Osha commander dear and the beba so.
Pressure.
Hypertension, pressure, and when you know idea bay. When I invite you or mama. I'm sure you say. And these are some of the things that goes on in the system. We will fear now. We pay attention to all these things. Let's hear there. I be before no. Ye from 30s, 40s, you know. Say and you say be a yasha week and I see a boy it near see a rare hey gui it so assemble banumri. Assemble banumri. See a sanitary yabo bonny wig here. Now you hear Yankasa eating Yankasa gui it so assemble. MEDICARE catcher say the testosterone are away mono ade ba kwa we ni so oboa emma unya eye hair growth. The reason why mutinwi na start tigu na mu ye ha no because you don't produce enough estrogen and progesterones. So these are some of the side effects of the menopause. And to be say oh ye busam ye ninwi anase wo se me nyini but we nim the cause of the anti and team you know afi no ebi aminim say TikTok abu se nwi no ba kosi ha na ba kusia na wo hwe hairdresser na opeso try aka eye na vrungo die ne beka eye konongo die ni mu no eye den still na wo try so be bibi so these things goes on abra yitin wi na sase say bap ni mu aye ha ni mu we have people they go through something we call aside say eye genetic or family problem. We have people they experience dry skin. Bones and the skin are very 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 dry. Until the monopause na and yama mienu pe a stop say produce biom no. These are the things that you goes in. Embano. Now if your skin not started yet dry. Until some people go and see their dermatologist, they can give you some creams and medications for you to be taking. But se opeso okumdua. Na wo twetwa esoro no. Na se wuntu aduana se a ensuo to obeye de be. Obefifinti ma konsu mi muye na ogina fa akohwe. That is why we want to learn all these things. Na yenhu ye nti ni pedua no ase. Sebeya or be all these things will cost a bit. So we have people who are say they have full breast. No for aye asase ye dupa. And we have other people so are no so someone say esa. O from me I this 60 years no for next will be our 10 years. Like look at the texture never said the city won't say I dear bay. I general oyen hu hwe dear bay. Enye ye biem. Pamche say sape pepe not to say all these things are happening. One thing that we also have to consider biem susu say the vagina no e sha say a decrease. As in inside. That is why if there is a picture about the vagina, obo say vagina no me the pictures me no be to honum. Said the wunyini ba no obohu said the vagina no sitie na wunyini kro no said the vagina no so a sort inside say wo ro hu gina ho no ahwehwe mu what you see is not the vagina inside We talking the vagina is inside.
Really?
Yeah. So what you see outside is a minor and major labia majora. These are the majora that protects the vagina. Until the one there, obi dware wie na so hu na. Ti so hwe picture no a e ho na ase ho no mo eba ne form no. Mfimfin ho no mu nyina no e na ye the vagina no. And so big na one so around who jina the vagina, but you are rather looking up to the labia majora and the major and then the minor labia majora. And na say a ye akata nyamiama na SCC say inside. And so person who a ye adina kopusum dia ne. I just say who inside. And until now about say me you V, you know, vagina examination. No what the inside there be. To inside. Not say where V no ahwama pa say. So that is where enti vagina no ubunsa asase say a reduce the elasticity of the vagina no asase say a reduce na eba form because estrogen ma progesterones enya dey say dey be eba ti so wo hwe female reproductive system no image na da honom na on se nche obi ka se kosua mienu bi gusuru honom sa kosua mienu egu on na produce estrogen and progesterones no the ovaries no ohwe se obetimi adi sa ejumadi no pamcho ate ase pa honom enu nti se the medical ka you experience some painful sexual intercourse. Painful one, bra, only bear my because one, the vagina is reducing. Number two, you are not producing any fluids down there. You are wet. Nti only akrakro di 5 years is yakura na obi super. Yeah. And these are some of the things. Then very easy. A man no mame for no bano. Omo nya a year fracture kesi pa na ye mame for no. If free no 40 o ye abunse ni na no e twiste ya na ne namu abu. Ni namu amu ana ubunse ne nan no asase se ho no. Se obi a fane se madam yigina ne ye he osisi se e twiste kakra bi a ebi aka be me twiste na ko beko but ono na twiste na kakra bi no bo se ho na asase ho no. See, these are some very, very, very common. Ewo ma no aside. Ninsa si o na nsi o yi abun se ninsa no risk no bun se the problem so aye there be.
Almost same age.
Almost same age no.
Say oba twisted and
yeah, obenya obi prantem.
More injury than
Obe anya be ma no. Sa pepepe na dwumadie no enso ye the best. So other signs and symptoms say de ka so musu ukwa America kakra bi ano aye there no. Wa ho ode asa. Wunya hodin bia o system ni mo tumuko America kakra bia na nipa na bre eti obi mo so abun se na batwe ne na batwe mo se ekru ta tu ne ntem kakra bia bon se ekru abetoto wa batwe na wa batwe no ne okotodwe ne honom no honom so abun se won sa no timi titiriti aside se obehwe na enipa no onye diabetic patient onye hypertensive patient bibia ye kama but obehwe no so no na otimensa estaye de be these are some of the signs of symptoms. Signs and symptoms and a back pain and a breast enlargement. I know the back pain, munya, and a heart palpitation. Wakuma nebo peli tentem. Either say papa nejai. Monday na ya next week besaba. The following week besaba. But ebia na bibia so ye dey correct bibia timi eba. But mind you, one thing I'm a person would 2 3 say upon some menses no ebi mo ye irregular e connect from 40s and mo e ka kona ni mo menses ni twa na te ko ba no obetimi anyam nti bu on 45 ni 40s but wanyam ebi on man em mami e wadi 50 years pa na e de be and obetimi because of hormonal changes no ebi mitimi nya city I think some internet mo hu bi mo as omo atimi anyinsen because of irregular menses na e ko ba no probability so betimi anyam possible intinyum unless you learn and get to know say possible so betimi anyam sa abra ye produce sa enema no enyina enunti so far no baby ya piapia no aba bedro no ye hunu say ye betumi anyam ye hunu wo hawa hodo a etumi ede eba na symptoms ni bi no now ne causes so ne de na de monopause yi ba eba ni pedem ye hwe so do 30 years abra nipa ne di 30 years no what happens in say oba bia do 30 years na ovaries na sase produce less estrogen and progesterone so the wiamo no because why be you say unya nuru monopause stage and as see ameka so obi tia say no when you monopause e bia bobefu.
We hate that, yeah.
You don't want to hear it, but that is the fact. I'm trying enunti na ema yen fa ye ninsi so pese ye beye the right thing no. I'm trying to say enunti se unhu age ne kokko a from 40 si ko no so tises me ties me monopause mo e normal 30 years a free 30 you can ovaries no produce normal estrogen and progesterone so biem. If you 30, that is the causes. And when we are mono, if you say the answer say we are no 30 years old, and the answer say woody, no woody, then I say you can never cheat nature because they are woyan and then watch. So you are what you eat. You who said the original one, I said the woody dear no sana. Ni pedrian dem to be hey lady no why for Brian why for and ya when they did him ne koyi. And son no money son when never be ho no more or engage no o bana would dey team say a balanced diet. Come on. And ya say one am taking na say for a miemia near memu. So I don't know if you know miemia near memu fie. I'm try at say no kwam we can ma mo hide dem gidi say e monsano bo. Me bo ampacho ya o ya jollof et say. Edepa pacho hana fa hoda atwa jollof wa. Obi di jollof hoda. I know ya dear. Said ya am said dear. And this sister ma dance no na chese. So yeah, from 30 a year ovaries no or on your adwin so be produce and yama na was started producing and yaman kitten at the bafon. Unya 40 sa na after period no either say beba longer and as a beba shorter. Ema nyira 40 si hono. Monopause na what years mo. Ba wo ni say o say me nyini. Oni maame on this 60 years and only 17 mu nyina mu gina pe. But wo de o mpese e be ka kire. Ba wo na na kasa pe o say mu de emre wafu ni mu monopause yi die. So adam for no. Bam jo ate say sana e hono dwumadie nti from 40s air crop no bon say o 30 no estrogen progesterones as esote o 40s e wawura 40s mu no menses ne beba long anase beba short me pacho yate ase ana ebiemu no soso ida se beba heavier anase beba lighter menses ne beba bebrebe anase bon se baka krem free 40s one yedi nkomo yikoyo sa pepepe ena ti anase beba more anase frequent beba 10 onye se 51 no pe a wo se ovaries ni se mapon me ko pension me dey been produce bibia bi me nti oban yi wonko me pian ma yema adwuma yi for the 50 years wa ye adwuma wani nyine ho wa ya de ifam to nyesa afi wo se menya adwuma bi na yenhwe courses ba ko etoso mienu ni se premature ovarian insufficiency ni nyina ne se ubohu se ye wo rare case bi oba bi ho no mo a women se bebre no ovaries no stop se onya adwuma at the early age. At the early age pa ubohu se ovaries no onye adwuma ekura ebiem abranka ye 30 no ye be hia obi no behu obi mu no na omo de ne ye early age pa ebi kura wonya 20 wonya 28 29 30 kura bo se asase se age ye adwuma ye nti san dwumadie no ekoso epa wo nipadua no system ena ye wo yare ahodo nso so a edintintima se ominimu ha no ye wo enema bi wo ye binim ho aye first thyroid na ni dwumadie ni se they helps in metabolisms our system ni mo nti o produce thyroid hormones amani padua no nti what happens ni se ojaye adwuma ye nti ubenya thyroid disease and say grave disease nti sa thyroid no se mo hwa example ni bi ni se omo munya kompo nti no binya kompo no enye bibia because of the person have problem with the thyroid. And then if you have no thyroid, meaning say either you will produce less iodines in the system. Thyroid ni juma DMT. In your problem or mano, momenses no, obi o wasa, you will be on so onya kompo. Ba ubeshiano, nenino, ubehunu say, this person is suffering from thyroid problems. Anti sadiano, yen deal with thyroid intino, yanko. You will be on so cause snibini say, wakwa surgery. Na ye yi ebia problem bi si oba na se na ye kwa ku yi ni ovaries na etu nkusua no ne yakwa akotwitwa afiri ho eba sa be monopause on tem am to ati ase anti medical side no so ewo ho ye obu om so a fallopian tube na ne da America say reproductive system e ba first one no obu mu se sa dwumadie no so no eno so timi do how for no etimi de be eba oba ye di ka say how a u gain weight anti mama ye remfi sa eniema no nti transition a okoso because of say the body is not producing estrogen progesterone metabolism say neme e wo say adwuma ntentema e burn fat ne sa ne mani nyina no eja adwuma ye omunya adwuma bi so you begin to gain weight and na wanye exercise a edisa wo hawo ne ba when didi ya edisa wo hawo no ba e bia ye wa broche especially Germans na bia wakwa adwuma ba abedru 7 oye nde obeka fufu adi ansa no wade hey we beka say bia me maboni din but ba me mama ye basa I said mo hwe me say mama ye basa you to ati yakwa adwuma ba no oye den ha obedi fufu asa chama na bebo abasa so dia be ne bebe o de chama cholesterol bebe o de chama travel abasa abo se cholesterol ra de be asa ase ba abo 80 kura na oye den se mo obetwi edi obetwi grease kakra so de
aka ne nkwan
obebodi and ebasa ojolo of papa ni bi she fridge mo omedi ompe no de nkwan go no
de nkwan go
and we are ohia ebi mo dia consultation aye we are momra one after the other na ye wo mhudwuma enti ya hwe uterus na eboa ma nyinsan timi koso ne bibia no so e obi o yetimi koyi ne uterus no so free until all these things ne contribute to menopause no ama obi nsusunya ye wo early menopausal stage e wo family mo eno ye family abusua we mo de sanete anu baby ameka bia megina me head talk bia ameka se nyankopan ma abusua bia se abusua we de diabetes abusua anase hypertension abusua anase ye twere abusua na wonim de ye what happens ne say nyame kire wo say aduane we menni nyese bia wakeka ne saa kwa one kasa wo blood group wonim say aduane be na nsese midi you don't know your body so you eat everything so do you know what happens you are destroying the genes inside you into what happens say wo anya nsunsan so na ebia na immune system is very strong you pass it to uma what say genes no and now they touch genes anya ma uma so your children will start experiencing the hypertension the diabetes and other diseases in the family na ono so wa genes are weak no so the weak genes na dey be amanema na abeda busuanim say this is transgenerational disease ayedidie ene niema bia wo ye ti ma sorry amrantie no e bia me call ye no menom jot ba menom shisha so we said shisha there is okay but if I'm to tell you what is inside that shisha who say so betwuti I'm telling you and the electric cigarette in the kukra boys now omia no atwenu okono on the movie say it's nothing. I'm telling you these are some of the things you are destroying the genes inside you have no idea what you are doing to the body and some because the body produces its own alcohol.
Any alcohol 3%. Oh, the small intake in the almost the body need sometimes alcohol.
And I make sure say aduane obedi bia no liver no e produce ne alcohol do
okay ntia manual say artificial
very good
okay
me fam so yati ase enti body na akasa no alcohol na wohia no wanya and I also the 3% ama no
okay
atasi wako say fa say body ni hia 6 and na wo de 3 ama no wako say
9
enti ho na ha no o chance had the 3 be ma no na the chance wo de 3 ama no
that 3 no num ni na o
But no kakra.
Say 3 no. E be about back 3% na wo mu.
Na chese wo chena nso e.
E be ono me nda wo chena wo no. E be a week.
A week bi no asa afa 3. Anu ntina ye ni di ye na ye nhwe ye husu ye pam cho ya te ase sa pepepe na nipadua no ete anu nti sa niema we nim na ye produce no elde sa ohaw ahodo no ye woni pa bi won so a onya ni period in term at the age of 11 obeku benya monopause because of say body no and go through a biological process and a physical process no na ne time at 11 no obuninsa
11 years.
Yeah, 11, 10. No abundance. Now, we say 10 years, 9 years. We say 10, 11 years. Why yeah.
School, but
now I am. Yeah, because of all these things now, you need to come. Make sure say I will follow the weak genes are man. So the body is going through certain things that you have no idea about it. And I remember I met. One thing I don't like about medicine is that Michelle will be supposed to start diagnosing the person. I don't really like it, but I also want to know what you are going through. And then my sister Bada bas me get be remu. Obe remu na ano. I was just diagnosing the lady. So I was just telling her say or a midwife. Or Hamburg, my sister. Na remu na me catch and say we condition or the back because a part of omunya monopause in temper. And I'll say, or cancer Down syndrome, and I'm saying, no, we got another Down syndrome for us, is a moron babies, you know. Yeah, we have another group of them from the tennis syndrome. These people also so bad with some kind of physics being adi. Almost so a warm because of one, every lady be also unya chromosome, also unya X only one. But these people are producing 2X factors in the chromosome. So they have this, but me and my men and I say, or any my men and they are cool. My many papa are very strong. But what surgeons and da. No, they are money ba. Until what we are eating, the year no, the year tafri, the year here, any dear new winning in ano. I want you to so when you pediana so. Yem per se, datching codano bet to us when ya rea any year drooning tino, and you two for say a year Medicare no, ye. TopAfric, I just you on answer say, or pursue boss idea who deuro. Emma and you guide the phone so about better ye chia. Ye her say you beat me a pia pomudin and she say a quetchly. I'm a Jumedino, will be a sooner dear free moon. Now ya boy a home because we shouldn't be adamant to the good news that we are hearing. Pamcha let's start making changes. The chair said the nay cassette, a bumuba 7-8, no we for food, no aquade. Oh, more happy. The whole Chama, we also at 3%. They are 3% and now Chama Beko 5%.
5 the doors.
5 doors. Tina Trewa. And all these things are here for 3% in a numeral. Maybe a Monday to Friday, you can now on 5 grips and answer apple back crunch and no. Don't be surprised. Just a week. Fruit back run and no. The 2 idea can see if I'm to and Sunday, my way, yes, dear, dear bay, home. Sebaya, a beboy in Tieni na Yenshe. I say because I'm 1 until 6:52, so I'm still within my time. So we shouldn't worry. I'm grabbing things. So let's go to the physical complications. Say Yanshe monoposuniye. Yandi enuani bi osese yedi. And you say about so kekenaja or complications we nipeduano so. If we said the can say or back so straight cardiovascular diseases, and it's because of say decline of estrogen. Ewo menopause stage, what happens in the system? They say, or the area your friend say heart disease every baby, or the stroke every baby, because of say decline of estrogen. Because the body needs, the heart needs the estrogen to protect you against heart attack and stroke. But and I'm saying estrogen in medicine, you are prone to all these diseases. In the end, 35-40 over or the pressure also. No, a diabetic patient. Why when you are time, I mean, more than pass no stroke whether there. I'm trying to say these are some of the things because estrogens in produce you. Now this how there were osteoporosis. We have already talked about it. Say you don't have much strength in your bones. The bones are very weak. A short time, no why. Now we have something we call the urinary inconsistency. What happens? They say yes, seriously. So one son mu year, why have I son? When you 30 years, 40 years. As I see the river, now was very simple, very the pint and a line pan, bones of John's Rocker. What the way you went? Miss Senate do not remember. I never do my week. So say week. I say, Mamma tell us my week. I say, and I'm the Senate dodo. Your source in my week because of say you are not producing all these things and urinary tract and uterus are weak. So Ujun so channel. I don't know. Nyami and said to say the old balloon no watch. There is something over there we call sphincter. The sphincter around holds the bladder to the extent say urine will not be dropping. Abra will not take us to the commanima for who's winning more for the God is so good to the extent say that sphincter is not a wiki in soon as I say, but so these are some of the things goes on. Inti, my phone will be complaining, say, Metroson tentem, overshare the prostate, overshare the bladder, they are very good, overshare the kidneys are working very well, but still Johnson tentem, because of the monopause. And I did or how symptoms, complications, and no. Inti, I command the Benyana dear, a year or Junso China, so be a Benyana dear. I'm trying to say, not just a no we've already talked about the vaginal dryness and pain, so you won't hate it over there. Sleeping disturbances, we've talked about it, say, what they or how about weight gain, we've talked about it, so we not waste much over there. We talk about the syndrome of menopause, and I think the GSM, what happens is about the sex pains and other urinary problems. I wonder about we've just talked about it. Mental and emotional complications, we talk about the mood swings, and then when the next result, on penny, maybe it's a minimum bonus, and yet the atonso. And yes, I will call him maybe more winning. So then they said, my sister is you free course of horror workers are
wasn't me?
Was render what kind of can go.
That's on do menopause in so way. Maybe from say 20s to 30s. No, what that is it also menopause?
No, the menopause and but your say complications are if we would 30 see estrogens as I say air from now you say when you pass just understand the person. Now just a munya now what the what in your mass. Kasa papa
menopause number.
Hey, what that crown or to do me, or Casa Papa. I'm trying to say, and the end and anomaly attacker. I see Casa Sado, monopause when your castle per Casado, a monopause in Yao Casa.
Monopause. Ghana, because it will be a bay for.
Because we be quite
the horse, I mean, no more be an horse channel. A monopause, so a bay for.
Yeah, it never comes on easy. It happens down there. So we've already talked about the dry skin, the hair, and then also the eye. And you won't send any very, very dry. And you want to have a hospital near Mao, I started my cool eyes to be applying to the eye. Said, yeah, the which has your produce a year in the soon near the other. Madame for be wouldn't a credit as the cost of grammars in the sewer. I was saying I can in the sewer. And then Madame for be I said to the years, yeah, no, it is in the sewer. Then yes,
nice sentence of
enough water.
When we did 30 years, it's to Jenny Coffin. So says, yeah,
Madame this house.
We are not
like 30 seconds.
We are not using
there be Australia do it here.
And menopause. Tears of joy.
But menopause.
I need tears of joy. But what
Asa me bisa ma.
On shadow.
What was I would do? On said that libido cough from when you saw the Bema Beta, ye very and then I feel once a libido assassin a cough from and the bra bar on now over here like a ben 2 weeks time and son of back on grano made out the we are no other. Interested.
Neno say Brianna, if you want
Ray. Nasa we saw Brianna Sanya man through with a was a bem or back where you do my Mom say ni pa bre na so person ko trevor say e person
the name of the post
dabi ni mom ni e kasa wutimi say naturally na kasa be man ho you okay ano ne be man kwa so to won kwa ho nyina kono say we so le mu bibi wonye romantic wa e ba wetin din na woni so wagase mama na mama we oh what is it mie say dem kura kanja kai inspake Debbie. What if I saw for Henna some chinka? 2 cases. If I'm saying, we live in the cough from a andro person, so Bema so sao. Also, soon live in the cough from when he says,
Mema, Mema, dear to be go for.
Mema,
never been own person.
Hey, Nene to the other.
Obeying 67 to or the Viagra, if I am
Okay, that's
almost 60 pounds per somewhere.
I dare Bema, say, ni ego.
and man, say,
the ego is beating the mind. The ego is beating us. The ego is beating us. From 40 cents at the end, I'm telling you, say, call verse 1 second, our pen baby. One third drum support. And nothing a Ghana. A dear back one more yard, who someone more than from one and said, Sinti more Ghana, young advertise drag and Sinti more drooning. Why? Who says, young producer drove yes, Sinti more. I'm telling that our ego is killing us. The ego in us, I still want to perform at the age of 40 and 50 years.
They trash you.
Do you understand? The ego is killing us. Yeah. So the libido is gone. But since our who say Baba way on the name the news of person 140 say what they can see king. But over 40s now they share master you say what kind of 40s. What I say? No, could share Wako Ghana, Wako share Baba one who's in the Mozo. I office of a first one is second, baby. Best
baby cry. That's our mindset.
Now, two moments of us would cheer Droka from so I say. Somebody I didn't be digital, so what me a year, man. But I didn't temper. And twice will be a 6 months. Never say I'm what genetics. I feel one say, hey, I'm going to see. I know something to break.
Yeah, they be on first show. No, yeah.
What for you down? That's what your first show with there. That's the second show there.
It's a fast.
I was a Swahili lay son. And you caught my community and said that I feel for you, my dear Emma, every year. Okay, now your bed day, Yabo more than say per se, you treat is our monopoly. You ever see a treaty there, your hormone therapies, a hodua, I was so call your bar, but more than so, your gynecologist. Man, visiting gynecologist. One Casamu know if you am the service when you file.
When you know who you are.
Abra was you are say go and see your gynecologist and let's go and check the hormones that you have. Let's say hormone therapy near for to so. I feel once the estrogens need very bad. I feel we don't say fan and what the now we need to eat muscle. I feel who cry that can have so boom comes up. Mr. My break. Mean to me. So until let's work things out. Your systemic estrogens are what comes in a pill, a bath, gel, any creams are hot dry, you apply. It will, if you meet them, the things are there, just that you are not coming. These things, drugs are very there. ye de bema and ye low dose a vagina a estrogens no ushia almost so it comes and begins to say a bit treaty a urinary symptoms in America say Oana o adwonso kakra na afin se o se de bia ba bibia ba no adwonso na wo be nante free ha no ma free ha ko bia be chose ha yi chose o nti vatino na vatino to be ko chose o be ba no so when you su panchila na bon se ana panchila na obehwe no bon se bia little drop of urine kakra wo urinary no ne ade adwon symptoms no ye weak nti just try
no question fa we ho panty liner good say they be we use
I was say we use panty liner because one say the year can e can be ba ho the chair say e bia na wa ko ba bi kra ba dun so bia na wantimi an clean ni ye e wa so de bia so panty si e ba sa na ba what kra wutimi say e de be sentiment but the panty liner na e chi ni ya I'm chatting as
every day we use any bad
side effects be an
fatu asiena
so we have na you will be no better sin we say be I say nylon kakra
always
and
for
no
the
always
so mo kakra me use kakra
yeah me use
regularly
yeah
yeah it's about the way baby I feel the important considerations are there ben say adia ba kono say we so bomodin so be discuss with your health worker and I say house act who gynecology said they make now no problems are how do I wo fam no ubetimi no wo idea be now omoye so let's share lifestyle changes said the year say anadwidie ye teso 3% ni 7% they say one back and dey teso kra ye exercise bebrebe stress management obo no a tete no how ni kun tete ni me tete no see how you see a psychologist and they begin to psych your mind and talk to you and near me comfort I say I feel sleep hygiene Yansha say you beat me and a papa be our cateso. I don't know. Now, Sikana airpenny, now when you do somebody will replace you. Indeed, and you want that. If you unlimited caffeine, coffee, I would do a caffeine, woman, no energy drink, I would do caffeines, I would do it. Yes, try to limit all these things. Alcohol, they are also spicy food. In Myanmar, that is the reason why they contribute to the burning sensation of the body.
Pemoko, you ask them.
That's what I said. And it's a Makuno, and the other said, Makuno, and it was about one corner. As we Jano, but said, she a caca.
Ah, dear, one.
You can go to show. Don't you show me?
Chana abano di
Baby, Ochi until we no say I'm not sure.
What me ye free fridge no the Artorians no ka.
No,
So what you me too close no.
and I am moody.
Obi amodi.
Baby I'm no.
It is young cities all acquire remove fast over. So when I see why you dry. When you ban all the shit, no co, near Pimmy baby and
Wada.
and then that. Lubricants. KY gel. Moko a rosemana hodua.
Any effects, bad effects.
They say one I dry. Naturally say I told you to 2 no kakra. 7 ya eja eko ntiri ba baza no. Ko na be for no.
Dai.
Wapo baby ada. Wapo ata say. O pentem wa ya musu pentem na.
That's wow siena.
What's in
there? That's what was there.
The cattle and say, you share Adriania, I was saying, you Adriania and say, ye dear. Tiamo Modin say, oh, Modin say, a year food, and a Adrianity say, and I said, Ubenia supplement to say omega 3. fatty acid when you be a free fish ahodoɔ mu wobɛnya bi nso so ayɛ de be afiri hɔ ɛboa ɛma ɛmogya no ɛdi akɔneaba ɛpa yi sɛ ɛdi ka sɛ alcohol ne saa nneɛma no yɛntwe yɛn ho nyɛ de be mfiri mu yeah fruits and vegetables so yɛma mmɔden bi te sɛ vitamins yɛnhwɛ vitamins kyerɛ kwan mɛkeka vitamins ni bi akyi minerals fiber ne antioxidants no pacho fruit no obema ye picture bi na me nkyerɛ about the fruit no bi okay pacho video yeah very good say you 36 7 9 what's my kasa wana okay now me ba to yenhwe afei ma fruit no bi enkosa ti we no nyina aboa eboa fruit and vegetables no bi no eboa ebi ni monopause diet pair ne da ho no ba to yati ase ebi da so ka so ne abro banana broccoli garden eggs na kese no ebi ni nyina ye enam ni nyina protein those kind of ni nyina no eboa ni pedua no epa yi epa to ma ne nkwa ne no na de bewie ti we mu nyina ya de eboa complex we whole grains is a kind of the whole grains yeah paso yenko whole grains ni bi ni a wo betimi aye adwuma enti pacho obetimi ayi the next ones yeah we nso say pasta yeah Italian pasta we are very good for we grab monopause on yeah these breads are very good for into what ano papa bo say jama for na salad na wo ji bi ko di dia aja bibi ni wo so wa na akwaji me pe me kuro mo die na si afro so e ji fufu ni di
foi die
e pa na udu we bi na mo pacho ma no ko na roma nti these are some of the things afi monopause ne supplements ahodoa monopause aye support these are drugs e be bo pa yi pacho wa na roma ma ne nkoi yes I the drugs e wo ho we nso so very good for you obetimi aye these are probiotic aye fruit ne ba and there's another fruit go ho na aye probiotic e wo me be bo pacho ma ne nko na we nso so eboa wo pa yi these are very good pacho obetimi asa to aso bi these are monopause aye and I see okay me da see enti the be say one per vitamin B6 aye vitamin B12
nke chro ya
ne pe omega 3 aye acid ni bi ne pe vitamin C and vitamin E we aye other signs of symptoms of monopause no mo ba won say ma me phone be show no mu akwa because it has effect on the aye wachi no vertebra no spine no mo dia dia no or how these are some of the symptoms are ebe hani pedua no epa eyi oto ati ase these are some of the things enti yemwa na yenidi yi na yenya this is the vagina I was talking about say vagina no afibo say I start say e decrease enti say oh ba na de kese mu ni afi unyine no na sorti na so de beti to go be nyina ko be free no kwa na wonsa miemi ntimi nko
I've heard them say on the internet say the older women are tighter than the younger.
Brave you see opportunities in Kwan.
Opportunities for most things over there. This is the Turner syndrome I'm talking about. These are some of the people who in monopause on term because the body stop producing estrogen and progesterone. So why would the other?
With the menopause supplement. Do you have to take it after several symptoms and now say
free say before say obetimi I want say we monopause first one before say we nyanya monopause that's why I was taking say go for the B6 B12 vitamin D magnesium calcium and we also go for omega 3 fatty acid these are drugs abra we nyanya meru monopause stage these are the supplements what say we chase take
na say we run monopause no mo so
we nyam eno na mabobo
say we run mo
eno na medical ka say these are the fruit also di na monopause supplements also we should be a chakwa let me abo am wetimi ayi so
say collagen vitamins ni na ewu
enti ye say ebiana contribution one hu niam bi wo mu ana one or two questions bi ni ade ana chese
so far the information out there, my until we are question time by 20 minutes now. Ya wrap up na ya ko DDPP kakwa was show. Into but your one question bit me okay.
But there's supplements now boss so we take it before menopause. Is it the same as collagen be I take and I say does it have difference?
Yeah, well, I say yeah, well, vitamins be on na ho de no ofa ba ko a so many other vitamins ni minerals they don't have problem. You be on no yeah, you say on the on collagen na nkasa. Or take collagen supplements and our offer. About what I say, Sebia means umbeso benyini. Person you look so young and other stuff. It's different from you dealing with the fallopian tubes. So you are dealing with aging, and we are talking about menopause.
So taking that collagen for aging does it have a side effect?
Atropia on a side effect. Atropia be a better say we need side effect. Be a net is a doing papa. The drugs themselves you get a side effect. I know beyond experiencing the side effect. And to a drug, take out the leaflet and read what is there before you begin to swallow. And I also advise everybody. Obi I will share now with you so now don't start taking supplements whilst you think say I'm supposed to take it. Go and see your doctor. Now I'm running test who say what kinds of minerals and vitamins ben are lacking. No one shall see any because we go on we need not start taking calcium. When you begin to take calcium and you have more calcium in your system, we have something called the carotid artery. What happens in the system is they begin to form plates in the system that causes a coronary artery, heart disease. When you have more calcium in the system, it has a problem in the heart. So first of all, what you have to do is say, see a doctor. Not doctor in screen you. Moja. Ever say, oh, vitamins, magnesium, unibi. First of all, it unibi. Then no man shall say at the amount. Say, okay, take this one, take it. Maybe a DNA would you know. You've already taken vitamin C, vitamin D. That's what I say. Not just say.
Vitamins in
you have to get a doctor or yes screen the mawa vitamin deficiency do work or catch us it's better than say one kasa wo ebia na wo bi dada why overdose why overdose but what I say until you can say balanced diet a balanced diet is bia one quantity over protein and already fatty acid one balanced diet. So you won't be taking say over protein more.
Yeah.
A balance. Ahakakra. Sada ni peduano. Every. And just say if be overdose. Yeah.
Is any more questions?
I think so.
So, doctor, I had this. I don't know whether to call it hormone or cortisol. That it plays a very active role when it comes to how your life is going to be during menopause. Is there? I read also that there's a way you can measure your cortisol level if you are producing too much. Where exactly, when it comes to the medical bodies now, is it the House Act or the General Allgemeine?
Okay, House Act. A bit me. What person a cortisol test? Yeah. Person your cortisol test. There's no problem. On by amount. No man who say who produce more and as one produce more. Obi you produce more no be an bone say who any has you know. With this bone we call it zygomatic bone. This is the bone. That's the name of this bone. A father be see her and son of facial bone we have. So this zygomatic bone, what happens in say who produce more one sentence who say a produce a yiba ye pa. Into you won't say a p. Now we have hollow eye. Once when you know so come. So obibia or person will show cortisol ne do bia. And yet just tell them so person will cortisol test. Just that's the name. That is the test name. Cortisol test. Into a yamawa or blood. And now urine crowd obetime yellow who say who produce less, who produce more. Then they begin to manage it for you.
Okay. So I think the questions. So, Doc, in the nutshell,
Yeah.
can we say menopause is more or less a curse to us as women?
A case.
Is it a disease? Is it a curse or is it a good
I
thing?
don't think so.
And your case.
And your case.
Say a quiet case, they are the only 70 bewo, 80 bewo, 90 bewo. Into reproduction. Yanko for bad, you know. A day to so so ye de. I didn't think Yammy that's so bad, dear. And this in Yammy board, dear, you know, who may just in the baby and so me.
So is there a menopause without all these complications that
there
you
is.
talked about?
Yes, yeah,
Because
there
of
is.
menopause,
Yeah, we have some people over there, their immune systems are very strong. And they deal with these symptoms and they don't come. They work freely. You will do hormones so there. Early stage in symptoms are 7 or finding in an we have people they don't complain at all. They are moving because diet plan or that's all. From the infancy, urban or meaty nutritionist and them. I manage the need to diet plan so. Church and the would need any dances or any baby. Inti a pass they are good to go exercise or Adrian Papa or drinks dudua or so much what I say. Sanema Bimunina Eboa.
When you get the symptoms first now, I'll say I deal with it and I'll say of course.
Until I say I was in Shasi University a gynecologist in Tintia. To when the symptoms are coming, they are very good to give you the specific hormone therapy. I was a offer. I have a bois, ama estrogen, progesterone, so and no friends automatically, the body will produce fake ones. About how a bit dealing with hot burning. Dan said, over to Tosad, Namekas Bimon and no, a year aspirin, Nebimon, no pregabalin. So, pursue dealing with that burning sensations. But if you meet the doctors, they are there for you. Your gynecologists are there for you. They will put you on the hormone therapies, you know, and then the kind of drugs and minerals and vitamins are all better. Then we are good to go. That is why today, Minister, when the last week I visited nutritionist.
Never.
Let's go to them. They are there. They book your appointment. So for example, work our insurance. Our hat. You could be saying my own area when you are. And now could you insurance for what? Now to an insurance of what? Every 6 months, 3 months, we are just going to do general checkup. When you require, go and do a general checkup. General checkup. One disease is that a man of menosopa or one of your gallstones. When your gallbladder no a more original. Number 1, number 2 is kidney stones. A man who menosopa, but a man for they know anything about they are because you know why people are eating a lot of spinach. Say spinach, we almost say Ghana Guntum.
It's not good.
It's not good.
Send a mention on say the way I would know. You are taking it in more, and because of say wood in the more, sa ahodine wom body nanya do benyawi and I would be ban pal
Say would you blood like
Everything is bad.
I know
overdose.
everything everyone be a ye overdose. Ye casa overdose. So one will be on your voice disorder. Or Dr. Tumika said for the past week on my name casa with some gesture. When you do into preview, yeah, when or Casapa, the vocal box, I best say this is a way of freezing. Yeah, so going on, and we are abusing the way we eat. I'm trying to say, and our black group is so wide. We are necessary with demand in your you are not eating according to the idea. You don't know. That is why I'm bringing you in. When you require book your appointment, call gynecologist to hold just say, oh yeah, dear Ben, how many or say same in your shall see. No one down or something. Oh, cholesterol near cholesterol, but when you have symptoms of cholesterol, bad ones, no, this one is going up. So, no, what's your pressure? Not as a fluctuate here, cholesterol now, but shall see the way. If you finish eating, move the body. The most important thing, move the body. What I can help you in is, I don't know, maybe I'll buy Juman, quite Juman feel late. So, a common do you want to eat heavy? These are not helping anybody. But looking at you, I don't know o jeans there, but I can see say money will be a mere TikTok or families in here. Michelle jeans and this group of people when they take very good care of themselves are
my mother, my father.
Money automatic. Money check. But try to say, money check. And so what you need to be ya, money check. No kwasempa.
What did this home?
Yeah. Yeah. But what I say, Sana said in a missy bone peruano, sanity. And this group of people no omunyi check. And it's a obession who see one, maybe a woman fear commodore. You don't need energy to sleep. You don't need energy. Me pese me nya hoden de kwa.
We don't know.
If you data on say you don't have glucose. If you put in a glucose, the body will sleep.
That means you have to eat something sugary, right?
No, not about the something sugary, but we are talking about something that will digest fast for the body to get the glucose. That is why it will also say glucose asa. Into be Ghana, you come America, once you come and what happens in the and I don't know what befiano. I will say, and you fufu, and ye moon, and ye benkuni and pieces hamren. This is the time I want. Ebia when ya banana. When ya
banana 5.
Me try the when ya banana. When ya kiwi. When ya apple. So now when ya sa what the carrot. Now what's oat yankasa. What the atenasa bear fan now is smoothie. It's so heavy.
Yeah,
okay. It's so heavy. It's so heavy. Now, do you know what happens to the system? We call something antioxidants. These are antioxidants that deals with free radicals in the system. The free radicals in the system means that they want to deal away with the cancer. They want to deal away with the hypertension, diabetes, they catch them in your blood. At the private Johnson. Johnson any different. If you go to private to say utimi eja onaye. Utimi a film or flash system no. You need to flash the system with the fruit na ye deal. When the wonderful thing. Nyame so the dear boy. So the dirty boy. Adentina ye di eduasi e the tiemo ana so aba. E so aba na akire wo say udi ebia amangwa ubenya magnesium ubenya calcium bia benya vitamins why we need pebenesi one enebe bia ewo dotie mu no ewo wu mu enu nti no se yeni aduaba ne fa ha ma ne nsa yade enu nti udi aduaba no de ma wo ho ye de ne se ade na wo dotie no uhia vitamins na ade ayi wadwuma so go and plug in that food needy the fanya wa hot so you have to anwumre no ba senye smoothies now be kwa ubeti make oat. Not in more sugar, not in more milk. No I pay a bread no slice me I'm telling you to take care of your body. You will thank me later. I'm telling you the fact. This thing they are very to digest. They are very very easy to digest. Digested very easy. Ubenya enough glucose. So who was to me now? Forget over that. There be one and so near glucose. What and so near glucose? Soft drinks and so. We don't want to diabetes. And you have to go for the salad, the fruit, you know. What you cannot blend it. Very good. No blend it. Now the salad never go as Ushia, very thick.
May blend it in so
the milk.
Also, per almond,
almond milk.
Half a milk.
Yeah, some milk, never go as it. But what I say, a war, a year original one, not the crap it. So I'm telling you.
But in the strawberry account.
Yeah. Go for that, and
I'm
gonna will be done.
Every evening.
Go for that.
No.
No.
Every evening.
Snapshot what for about 1 month. Never said the 1 quarter.
Skin crab effect.
I was came effect. After who couldn't and then we eat a 10 euro. I pray 20. I'm about my effect. I'm just asking. What's what I can say?
I
was here when you could pay young. We want to stay strong.
The gentleman in the house has a question for Doc.
Okay, Master Bachokaza.
There is a saying said life begin at 40.
Yes.
Now we can andropause concern up in Bayman or some person will call a see anymore. They don't have to go more than beyond because of their age. But there's a saying say life begin at 40. Person who say is it good for from that age? You know, like I say, life begin at 40. Is it good say over 3, 4 and above? Maybe you'll be a share or YouTube on Facebook. Which one boy in the side of a Bayman? I just want to know.
I penny forecast was a cocoa idea then. International check. Tiasemi pa o se akokọ se ade ede no ye ntena so nche what ye bena se akokọ fro ba wo che wo so o tena so prepare no ho anu asi fo mo se ade ede ba to se me kire wa ade bi
ye be
sometimes no enye say bia gidi na sanda mo be play crowd be okay so I don't say but I don't know African men some of them around inside them African men
say ka say be sex
it doesn't make sense
sex no ye na ye abuse no and na enu ye dedi kan ye na ye pese impress I'm telling you we bet me work romance ahun
Young sex in the crowd.
Yeah, Fega will see so enough. You if I show her, dear Cobana say, yeah, man, and a debiano, yea, a man so. Because of say, Vinia, who freedom of free age, Muna Orban, owning a Orban, baby, or Tefaya, was she a member and me cool? What yourself? Back when I was young. So Castle no easy. Now who are also a friend of what yes, I would dear no about you to papa, so you can just understand that.
Maybe I won't throw it.
Also, won't throw it. And when this was ban on the swap at 3, 4, 5, whom you are not no hurt in your first. Your hair should be your concern. Because Bakum, you know, or 4 baby. So Finn said they need at the baby one pianist in general. One can go in the pedia was so no dear Bakum, you know. Mucham romance a camera. Musumu Kama. So that answer and what was so much you someone no Bohobio, Mamma, someone no Yem Pensu. You baby, I'm more called. I saw the I don't see a wood dear. Exactly. At that woman, I saw the young baby dear. But it was so young to Boisier. But what I say, yeah, it is 1 million year or Bana for 1 million year. I was straight, but I'm not a part in the wood stress. She would open Yan to Boisier, Yan to Boisier, and Pro cry. All right, Minusia on higher. Now, for example, I was a cancer Mitchell. Well, like that Yanto Boisier more bad. Pacho nyanto boasie mo ba no na nyanto boasie miemia no yie pa I feel opese wo kɔ ho no wo so o pa to sem pacho
ntem ye mam
I know ka sa wo fo wo wa ka sa wo
pacho wa nya sa se no wasum o si dime eti wo de kɔ na se o se na fashe mu na wo de shemu na wo yi a wo se ntu opese wo yire wo de na du baabi pacho what ase ho nya eni ho na wo ho no eni nyanto boasie kɔso a na ye ne ho adwuma wa bo hunu se wa ese mbrembrem
amode
hey most of can be
o ka se di na odi a ha eni wa hwa woni 1 minute ho beba ho be ma eni nyanto boase sa koso emia no nene ne nya adwuma
Dog, dog.
man
Na eso me di nete koe.
enya won tin
Oma
sin
de na chance na tia.
won tin sin da onto ate ase nyanto boase man na wo de obabi won to make us mekosia guy bo ni me twa first one we nkwa na I was okay why
because woman na
what ne boase man no ni shia yi oh guy we de me guy de ba ko mienu mi ni shia wie ya ma wie me okay bubu ma 4 or 5
enka baby adu baby
be man be ko 5 francs still na oba na ni nyo enso pa mani nko shia
Akakedro ni we na mo trend so so kitten korabrem na ma de na yesa.
oh jai
Ana me ma de ka almost o mugu ma sintina. Libido na question.
Yeah, koye ni must catch us say let's meet our gynecologists for them to give us the right drugs for the vagina. But ye ho advert wo Ghana so sebi Ghana na me finti mekasa. Ubon say food and drug board for utua kakra mu o ma no ma jiska no. Wo pese wase chia aduro we mu be mu wase achi. Wo to say wo yese ya yeah to entiapa obi we di 40 years woni ni shaba kasa we di 18 years. Serious oh ubeka so di 18 years ono a on wati biem na the problem never. So when it come to paswa gra, let's take our time.
exactly
Na yenya dwuma he be ma no person dey say take your time. Sex is a communication.
Yeah.
Come to ati wo hwe no person or kasa say to boss na wo kasa kire no ade wusuru no enye se wo ye na wo fe wo kasa wo so afere na fo ti nyam to boss na let's enjoy ourselves. Let's enjoy ourselves. But what I say?
We ala.
Na fa the say dwumadie na se. So, but say one the a bit member say vagina inside no. The walls of the vagina no. A bit me say your ba. Hwe abra wo jeje ho. Ba bi ade ni wura no. E bi e call left no ho na ni je mu. Babon say wo change to right. Also ban ka say no. Enko that side.
We don't talk. Yeah.
We don't talk.
Don't talk.
Yeah, they don't talk.
What I say, let's communicate.
Communicate.
Movie, even movie be.
No, this is
Na name. Me say nama be a course the daily movie now mo dey. Na girl ne kasa. Be man say kwanu tum no ka kasa paro. During sex me ka say we tell me say me why say. Yeah, because if you are watching say we say obaka say kasa no do. Wonu sa.
Obaka say kasa.
Yeah, me be wo ha. Me ka say some me tell forever.
We are not ready to learn.
Me be o kasa say.
Bebre na me nua ye ka no. Ebi one man to me say the ye ka say before so obe ware kra no. Ye ka say madam mi so fu man ko yipa ni bi am yan church say the side me. Ye kire sa sex in your money now.
Oh well.
And we know atete sa yeah, we will come. I mean, you are heart as a son, and you see, yeah, dear.
Okay, now look away. Also by idea.
hey on your bad you
Nye mo ka no.
Okay, dear.
Yeah, should be kakra. Yeah, should be kakra. Kwa na wajama kakra. Enti, yada mo ase. You know, yesua nyama bebrebe. Yesua menopause nyama bebrebe. After that, nyama bi aband, the opposite usua questions bi ani bibia on the fegu ase ba be you ano. Na anytime you beba online bia no join here. Enya nne dey twato. You be koso aye dwumadi bi sei. Na yapomodin no agya na so. Na etuliti ye da mo aye timi ba ye ne ahwefo nyina ne TopAfric. Ye da mo ase ya be shira.
That was midwife.
So those of us who joined also on social media platforms, we say a big thank you. Try and share the program to your friends and family. As we said, health is wealth. This event is a TopAfric, powered by Radio TopAfric actually, but it's being sponsored by the Norddeutsche Stiftung for Umwelt und Entwicklung. Yeah, here in Deutschland. And also we have here with me U Guide. U Guide, it's also an NGO here in Hamburg. These beautiful ladies are part of it, and their main purpose is to extend support, help to the girl child, the needy, especially those in Africa. Growing up as girls, we had certain experiences that were not so good, certain things that we need to know, as you can see from today's talk about the reproductive health. Those are things that we never knew about it growing up as a young girl in Ghana. So the U Guide is here to support most of the girls in the deprived communities in Ghana and Africa and beyond. It's open also for support. It's open for sponsorship. So if you are watching us and you have any idea, you have any support, you are welcome. You can talk to Radio Top Africa, or you come to Vansberger Chaussee 15C. And then this has been the MediTalk. Big thanks goes to our doctor, Dr. Yeboah. Thank you so much for coming, and we promise to invite him more often for topics like this, because from what we got today, we realized that we really need to talk deep into our health and take our health very serious. Thank you so much for those of us who joined us in the studios of Radio Top Africa. As I said, there's also food upstairs, so item 13, you can eat and drink something. And then my name is Eunice. You can equally call me Hechemanu, and I'll respond. Thank you so much to the production team, Johnny Amwako, and then Gapoa, the man with the 7 spirits. Thank you so much for your input. We appreciate it. And the biggest thanks also goes to TopAfric. So we'll see you again next time. Follow the pages Radio Top Africa on Facebook and all social media platforms. Have a great evening, and I wish you all a great weekend. Bye for now.